everyone. Today I actually tried something different for once. Marmite. This is the victim right here, and this is where it's gonna go. Ah, fuck. So recently I actually became a little bit more of a fan of the Headhunterz track, The Flame Inside, because I started getting the point of it, the hidden depth and the message. And I actually want to recreate it, just to do something with it and to appreciate the sound design. And maybe we can actually get some nice presets from there. Now, I'm just gonna go to Beatport and buy the full wave version. It only seems fair. Alright, so I'm sorry about this, but I still haven't got the audio fixed yet, so you're gonna have to deal with phone audio for now. However, this is kind of a bonus video because I usually don't show this. But yeah, recently my life has changed quite a bit and I rediscovered Headhunterz in a way, because I feel like we are really on the same line in a way of making music. Now, I used to hear this a lot in the past, in the beginning. Hey, you sound too much like Headhunterz, you know? Fuck off. Just keep on going, whatever sounds like you, and eventually you will sound like you. I don't sound like Headhunterz, I sound like Fruitymasterz. There is a difference between artists, of course, and I'm closer to something on Art of Creation than on Dirty Works. So, The Flame Inside. Before I start recreating this, let's just listen to it once again. Because that's really step one. Whenever you recreate or analyze something, step one, listen. Another thing, the recreations I do, that's literally how I started out understanding hardstyle. By throwing in an MP3 of something and just analyzing it basically.
Hallo. Oh, hoi. Ik heb nee. En dit is de versie die ik in Fruity Loops heb nagemaakt.
And I really like the sounds in Flame Inside. I really like that lead sound, because so I wanna get that lead sound too. So I'm going to try to remake those sounds. Now, I'm not gonna share this project file because I believe that's not really up to me. Not without sounding badass. I'm getting really close with some remakes. But yeah, just for the sake of respect to the song and appreciation of the sound design, I'm gonna recreate the melody of The Flame Inside. Yeah, so first let's watch the video clip. Now, I don't have internet right here, but I got something else. Flame Inside. Headhunterz, The Flame Inside. If you don't know the track, check it out, it's really good. The Flame Inside, you know, I made a song called The Inner Strength, and in a way, it's similar. It's the same message, maybe. Like, stand up, you know, be yourself. Hey, that's resurrection. There's a common theme in a lot of hardstyle tracks, and it's all about standing up, basically. That's the beauty of hardstyle. But yeah, the ones that go like Hail Satan, and that's not really my thing, but that's mostly hardcore maybe. So I'm gonna check this one out, and then I'm gonna drop the Beatport version into FL Studio, and we are gonna start analyzing.
To find your soul again. Life is just another journey. Fill your heart again with fire. And just keep on going until you will find the flame inside. The flame inside.
Let's go to FL Studio and let's drop in the Beatport version. Beatport. I hope this is the one I bought, but I actually lost my USB stick. And now I'm using my phone as a USB stick. Yeah, this is the one from Beatport. I believe when you buy it on Beatport, you can actually see the key and the BPM. So I believe this one was at 155. Yeah, lol. It's almost like it's made for DJs. So the melody starts before it starts, so it has kind of a pre-sweep sound. Now I'm gonna go to mono, because it'll sound worse, so I don't kind of spoil the track for myself by listening to it too much while remaking it. And it's better for focus, because stereo is this and mono is this. Well, this is the mid and this is the side. Makes sense? Okay. Let's lower the volume. Let's start with the bass line in this case. It's a really nice bass line. This is a very interesting bass. And there's something happening in the bass too. So now I'm playing the MIDI I just made together with the track without hearing the actual silent one in this case. Holy crap, alright, let's go through that again. And now I'm gonna play it together with the track on a very high note so I can hear it clearly. If there's a mismatch in the rhythm, I will find it really quick. Bingo. It's not triplet. Crap. It's barely anything, but it's there. Portamento. I'm not sure. Let's get a quick bass sound. There's a crunch, not too much. There's a seventh. There's distortion. Alright, that was some hyperfocus. I'm definitely not sure if it sounds even close, but it sounds like a nice bass. Alright, now I guess we have to start on the melody. I feel I'm getting tired, which is not a good thing, because I'll fuck up my focus sooner or later. Let's go to snap 1/4 beat. Alright. Alright, this one feels easy. Holy crap! That's really. That's how I focus. And I'm pretty sure most of this sucks. But what I'm basically doing is putting down something instead of nothing. So I kind of have the notes. And pretty much most artists who work in a DAW use a grid. And sometimes they go off, but most of the times it's quite a predictable grid. And I believe I kind of got it. So I'm also hearing a pulse now. Yeah, this is pretty damn close. We need some kind of a pulse, but you know, compressed and saturated supersaws can also sound like pulses. I'm not entirely sure if this is a pulse, but I'm gonna try. Let's give it some noise. Give it some noise. Noise. Now here's a fun trick to make the noise rate go faster, like it sounds more like the bright white noise in Serum. Go to Source, grab something like Velocity and throw it on, yeah, well, maybe key track. Yeah, sure, let's just grab Velocity. It doesn't really matter. And let's grab LFO1 rate. And now we can overdrive the rate with a little trick. I'm not entirely sure if it's a pulse. It's a saw, it's not a pulse. Sorry, pulse. And now, in this case, let's do the pitch bend on the end. Pitch A and B. It's gonna go up 1 octave. That's a by effect. Let's go down. Let's compensate. And now we can do a release at the end. Every time the note ends, it goes down a little in the release, which is like an automatic pitch bend or artificial portamento. And we can do it with because I believe in the melody from the original I hear some popping, and that's probably because of this or because of compression. So let's just go to the compression. Alright. Let's grab the EQ and boost some highs. Maybe let's have the filter open up in the bass while the note is playing. So let's grab an envelope filter and let's do it with an attack maybe. Okay, this is interesting. Alright, so now we need a pulse, because I do believe there's a pulse in there. Damn! Can we just grab something from my other bank? and just change some settings and call it the new preset. Ah, fuck, that's the one. Is he using my presets? Ah, shit, I'm not sure. I'm gonna save it for now. Let's just create a supersaw that's a bit more talky. This is really simple and it's already pretty cool. Damn. Alright. This already sounds like it belongs in this remake. Let's boost the highs. There's something else in there. There's some kind of a pulse. I keep going back to the pulse. I'm pretty sure it's saturation, but... Alright, let's strip you down. I already have a lead that's called Upmorph, so maybe we can throw the pulse in here. That's just called LD, the flame inside. Maybe less attack on the compressor. I'm doing some tweaks on feeling, I don't know how or why, but maybe it helps. There's a hard thump. There's a hard attack. What? I think we're fine. We just need more attack. This is a difficult one. Let's look at the pulse again. Oh man, this one is really raped. It's not bad. Hey, maybe on the delay, the high cut. Yes, that's not it, but let's move on to the chords. Now let's just use the main melody as a reference for the chords. Control A, Alt K, Enter. Hey, works from the previous video. Now let's match the bass line. Now let's try to listen for the chords. Let's go back to stereo. Oh. Okay, let's just listen to the side channel. So let's just get rid of the mid channel. Those chords are mixed in so damn smooth. Whoops. So we should hear the melody as a part of the chords. So the chords shouldn't really go above the melody, because that's what excites the chords more. So let's try to match the melody. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Okay, let's try to find the right chords. Very interesting chords. I am definitely wrong. Let's just wing it, you know. Let's just figure out, let's try to hear a little bit of chord and decide what kind of a sound it should be, because this is gonna take a while. There's a lot of high pass, I believe. A lot of high pass on the filter. No bass. Down. Let's throw it somewhere else. Can we just have an empty track? Layer. Sure. Let's just keep those notes. Okay. Okay, so the bass has a crunch layer. Let's use part B and hope it works. Ah crap, because of the distortion we can't really use those two layers, because the part B layer has to be without distortion, so I'm gonna have to split it. So I'm gonna create a second bass. Second bass! Yeah. Okay. Let's make a crunchy bass. it's just a placeholder for now. I swear the most difference right now is actually the post-processing, I think. Basically saturation and compression. But maybe there's some kind of a pad. I hear a bell. I hear a bell. Or a pad. Or whatever. Yes. Something like that. And that's gonna fill in a lot of gaps. Yeah. Now it's time to get excited. Now let's just go to, I believe it's some kind of a bell or something. Let's create some kind of an arp. Oh, I haven't enabled the ARP yet. I'm really not sure if this is gonna work. Okay. So this is pretty much how far I am willing to go for this video, because right now I'm gonna need the deep focus to get it really sounding nice, and I just can't do that while I am recording, or I'm lying about everything and I actually suck ass. No, just kidding. So I'm gonna finish this, but honestly right now, this is the original. To my version without processing. I'm starting to hear it. Maybe it's the chords. We need a second chords layer. Crunchy chord layer. Yeah, I'm gonna need my virus sounds. Yeah, just real quick, you know. Contact, virus 1, Synth 14. Yes. Bingo. That's just one of my virus layers, people. This is without. And this is with. So it's not 100%, but it's definitely getting close. Alright, so the next video is probably gonna be the release video of the bank. I'm just, well, teasing you guys a little bit because I'm really proud of this actually. It seems Silent One is actually my favorite and main synth, and while it is pretty old and some people swear by it not to use Silent One anymore, I think it still deserves some respect. For all the stuff it has made and done, man, Silent One is awesome. So I'm just gonna keep doing that, because there's so much more we can pull out of it. Until I get to a point where I'm like, I really need something else, who knows. But for now, I like Silent One, why change? If you wanna see someone working some other VST, go to a different channel. But I'll also dive into Serum and other kinda things. Yeah, so thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up.